Good morning and welcome to More Tea Minister. This is a completely informal video that I only just decided to record. My first thought had been to do an unboxing of a packet of tea that arrived about half an hour ago whilst I was filming a video. However, I couldn't really unpack that in any authentic way without revealing personal details. There were some bits and pieces of address material wrapped around the box and inside the tea packaging. So instead, I wanted to look at two different things, two samples of tea that have arrived recently, one of which arrived in that parcel I'd hoped to unbox, and another sample that came a few days ago. One of these teas is from Curious Tea, bearing in mind these are both free samples that came with purchases. So these aren't sponsored videos or anything along those lines. And the other is a specimen of tea that came from Mountain Stream Tea. So this is me just talking to camera. We're then going to have a closer look at the packaging with me doing a voiceover, and then I'll come and talk to you again in two takes. See you in a mo. So here we are looking at the first of our two free samples. As you can tell, this is from Curious Tea. Now, I haven't done any research about this tea other than what I can find on this packaging and on Curious Tea's own website. There is a fair bit of very helpful information there. But what struck me about this and why I wanted to show it is that, first of all, it's a white tea, and I'm familiar with this terminology, white peony. It's one of the grading systems or grading standards for white tea. And you can tell Suoigyang, if that's how it's pronounced, is to do with a particular commune that has produced this tea. The other thing to point out is that not only is it from Vietnam, and I haven't had a tea from Vietnam before, apart from one green tea, what makes this stand out is that, according to the website, it's not made from the usual white tea cultivars. Unsurprisingly, given we are here in Vietnam with this tea, it's actually based on the Assamica tea strain, which is obviously one that's often used for making Assam teas and for Chinese pu'ers. So that's the first unusual tea that's come as a specimen. The second one, here we have, this is the one that came about half an hour ago. This is from Mountain Stream Teas. This is a black tea. It's not often that I drink black teas nowadays, and I'm more used to drinking them from Darjeeling and from Sri Lanka, but this is from Taiwan. Now, a few things make this stand out. It's a Shanli-Shi red, and Shanli-Shi is a region that is also well known for producing oolongs. So this will be very interesting to compare to oolongs from Shanli-Shi. As you can tell, Mountain Stream Teas provide a great deal of information on their packaging. Even the tiniest package, this is only 10 grams, has a huge amount of information on it. You can tell here something about the cultivar. It's 98% oxidation, so there's your black tea details. Two other things. This is bird planted, so it's a wild tea, or at least the tea wasn't planted deliberately, wasn't cultivated, it was planted naturally. And also, take a look at the age. This is very nearly 10 years old. And as Mountain Stream Tea's website points out, at this point with the black tea and aging, you're not even really drinking it for the flavor, you're almost drinking it for the experience. And they're very careful on the website to tell you, brew this very carefully and very deliberately. Interesting, just going back to Curious Tea for a moment. Although we're given Western style information here, it's pointed out on the website that this is absolutely ideal for Gong Fu. And I think with the Shanli-Shi red, I'll do both of I'll do Gong Fu and Western, and hopefully film it all. Right, back in a mo. So there you have it. Hopefully a very short video, But I just wanted to share this because these are two specimens of teas that, for different reasons, I find very interesting. From Curious Tea, we have something that I'm familiar with because it's a white peony grade white tea, and both of those things are of interest to me. I've certainly been collecting a few different white peony grade white teas, so hopefully we'll get that up for you before long. And from Mountain Stream Tea, something that's completely left field, at least insofar as it's a red tea. It's an aged red tea, and it's a Taiwanese red tea. I've never had a red tea from Taiwan. However, with its age and with the fact that it's from Shanli Shi, and I have a few oolongs from Shanli Shi to review, I hope this will make for a lovely tea. I don't doubt it, and I will be really interested in reviewing that for you here. So, as always, take care, happy steeping, and God bless.